Hello everyone, my name is Mayur Sutar and welcome to my YouTube channel Anybody Can Code. Let's continue with the series of Python. In this tutorial, we will see range function in Python and for loop in Python. Let's open a PyCharm application and see them in Python. Here it is. So first we are going to see the range function. So simple range function is going to give us the list of number with defined start and end point. Okay, so here let's define our first range function. So I'm going to create the variable x and write down the range. This is the predefined function in the Python. And inside the round bracket, I'm going to give the start point, that is 0, and end point is a 5. Okay. Now I'm going to I'm going to print the x and see the output, what output is going to return the range function, and check the type of my variable as well. So I'm going to run the script, right click and run main. Okay, here it is. So first I got the output is a range and start and end point, and class is a range function. Okay, that's great. Now I'm going to create this range function into the list and check it again. So here I'm going to run it again. I'm going to uh, put my variable into the list function and create the list, and I'm going to run it again. And here I got my list is a start from 0, it go up to the 4. It is not including the last element is a 5. Okay, so that means the start point is included but end point is not included in the range function elements. Okay, so here we can see the range function is going to help us to create the list of number where we can define the start point and end point, and it going to return the all. There is a one more argument is a step in the range function. Okay, range the step is going to let me write out the step. So 0 to 50, my start point is 0, end point is a 50, and I'm going to give us the step is a 10. Okay, the step argument is going to addition the value into the start point. That means 0 plus 10, then I will get my second element plus 10, I will receive the third element. Okay, let's print it out and check it. Here it is. 0 plus 10 is equal to 10, 10 plus 10 is equal to 20, 20 plus 10 is equal to 30, and 30 plus 10 is equal to 40. That means we can get our the next element by increment of the step. Okay, great. Now let's move to the for loop. So what is the for loop? For loop in Python is used to iterate over sequential data types such as list, tuple, string, set, dictionary, etc. Okay. Now here, if we want to repeat the same code multiple times, what we are going to do? So we need to write down multiple same code in multiple lines. Okay. Then we are going to execute it. Here I'm going to run the script, and I receive my output is hello world, hello world, hello world, hello. But this look messy because I need to repeat the same code again and again. But this thing I can use with the for loop, and here it is. For loop, to define the for loop, we are going to use the keyword is a for. So I'm going to use the keyword is for. Here I'm going to assign one variable. Okay, I in range function we have seen earlier range, start point, and end point. In next line of the for loop, we can write down our code that we want to execute. So I'm going to print hello world, and here I'm going to increment my I values as well, so I can see that which is my current variable. Okay, I'm going to run this script and see the outcome. Here I can see the first time I receive hello world 1, the I plus 1 is equal to 0 plus 1 is equal to 1. Okay, second time hello world 2, that means the current variable is a 1, that previous variable is the current variable of the of second code, and 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. And in third line I receive the hello world 3, that means 2 plus 1 is equal to 3. That's great. That means how many time I want to repeat the code, I can define into the range function and print it and repeat the code as long as I want. Okay, another thing, we can do the sum of the numbers. So here I'm going to define a variable sum and assign the value 0. Okay. Then I'm going to use the for keyword, and here I'm going to create one more variable I in range of 0 to 5. That means the element will start from 0 and end at 4. 5 is not included here. Okay. In the next code, what I want to do in this code, that means what would be the outcome. So I'm going to define the sum, that is my variable outside, is equal to my current sum, and I'm going to increment by the I value. Okay, that means the when the first time this code is going to run, it will generate the 0 plus 1. Okay, 0 plus 1 is equal to 1. When second time this code is going to generate, that means the previous result 1 plus next variable 1 is equal to 2. The same, it will run up to the 4, and here I will it will store into the sum variable, and I will see my answer. So let's run the code and see the outcome. And here I got my answer is a 10. That is correct because 5 is not included here. So 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 is equal to 10. Okay. In this case, we can do the sum of the range of like a million. Let's say 5 million. We can get the sum of 5 million as well. Here is the answer. Okay. That's great. Another, we can loop through the element of the list. So here I'm creating the list and assign the variable is a fruits. Okay. Now I want to get the elements of the elements of the fruit one by one. Okay. So here I'm going to use the for keyword for, and variable assign the x in fruits. That means this variable in fruits print hello world x. That means my variable. Now let's run the code and see the outcome. Here I receive my outcome. First is the hello world apple. That means the first element of the fruit. Hello world banana, second element of the fruit. Hello world cherry. That means third element of the fruit. That means we can access the element of the list one by one, and we can manipulate as well if we have a numbers or we want to append the string or do something. Okay, that's great. Another things with the for loop, we can use the else as well. So here we are going to see I have written some code here already. So my numbers are 0 1 2 3 4. Okay. Now for I in num is my list. Okay, I want to print num. Okay, if the num is not correct, then I'm going to the else statement and return the code. There is no item left. Here I'm going to run. It is not giving any effect, but let's see it. So here I have received 0 1 2 3 4. 0 1 2 3 4. Those are our element in the list. And after else, we have written one print statement is a no item left. That is also printed here. That we can see. Now, how we can use the else in another way, it is here. So here I have defined one variable is a student name. It can be the user input as well, but here we can define in the script directly. Now I'm defining the marks of each student. So first is first student this mark, second student this mark, third student this mark. Okay. Now we can use the for loop. So here for student, that is the variable inside the for loop. For student in marks, that means okay. In the dictionary, we can first is the key and second is the value. So in the marks is a key. Okay. For student in marks, if student is equal to student name, that means the user input, then print the mark of that student. Okay, and break it. And if the condition not match, it will go to the else statement and print at no entry with the name found. Okay. Now let's check it out. So I'm going to run it. And here I have received the result is 90. Okay. That means yes, Mayur is in the dictionary, and mark is a Mayur mark is a 90 that we have received. But if I change the name, that means user input less X, Y, Z, and run it again, Then I have received the outcome is no entry with the name found. Okay, great. In this case, we can use the else with the for loop as well that we have seen. Okay, great. Now let's check the nested loop in Python. Nested loop, that means for loop inside the for loop. The code is here. So here we are going to start with the for keyword. For I that means variable in range of 1 to 11. That means 1 is included here, 11 is not included here. Inside the for loop, we are going to create another for loop. For j in range of 1 to 11, that means 1 is included here, 11 is not included here. Now I want to print. Print what? Multiplication of I and j, and here by and, that means it will not repeat the next element, next result into the next line. It will repeat in the same line. Okay. Now let's run the code and see the result. And here our answer is, see, number one, first is I and j. 1 multiply 1 is equal to 2, 1 multiply 2 is equal to 2, 1 multiply 3 is equal to 3. Okay, great. The same second time, the first element will be 2, then 2 multiply 1, 2 multiply 2, 2 multiply 3. Third time is first element is 3, 3 multiply 1, 3 multiply 2, 3 multiply 3, 3 multiply 4. Okay. So in this case, for nested loop, we can use the loop inside the loop. In this tutorial, we have seen the range function on the Python and for loop in the Python as well as the nested for loop in the Python. Hope you like the tutorial. Thank you for watching and see you in the next one. Bye bye.